having an incredible day and an incredible week. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is going to be such a beautiful ceremony that we're going to have together. We are going to be connecting with the Earth's energy. Can you guys let me know if you can see me? Does the screen look okay? Because it looks weird on my end. But let me know if you guys can see me and if it looks okay. Please let me know in the chat. So we're going to be doing a global meditation to send light and healing across the world, because what we are doing is we are working with energy, and this energy is going to affect the material plane. And so it's going to be just a really beautiful experience. And thank you so much, because I know there could be a million things that you could be doing right now, but you're choosing to be here with us, anchoring your light. So I really, really appreciate it. Hey Joyce, hi Lorena, hi George, hey Cynthia, hey Nina. Also, let me know, can you guys let me know, does the screen look weird? Let me know so I can change it and fix it. I'm sideways? Okay, so let me try to fix that. Thank you for letting me know, Victoria. Okay, give me a moment. So let me know how you're feeling. There's a lot of energy that we're still working with, and so I'm just curious to hear how you guys are integrating the eclipse energies that we just had, because the eclipse was such an intense period, because not only was it an eclipse, but it was also a full moon, the biggest super full moon of the year, and then we were being hit by a lot of the Earth's resonance. So it was really intense. So let me know how you're feeling. Also, let me know, I hope this is better. Let me know if the screen looks better. But hi Dimita, hi Carol, hey Gunjan, hi Laura, hey Brandon, hey the Star Oracle, hey Victoria. So again, let me know how you're feeling. The purpose of this is we get together every other Friday to connect, because it's so important for us to connect our energies right now. That's one of the reasons why we chose to reincarnate at this specific time in human history, because this is meant to be not an experience. Ascension is not an experience that you go through it alone. Of course, a lot of it is an internal processing. It's an individual process, but ascension is also a collective process. So let me know how you're feeling. How have you been integrating the energy since the eclipse? We've had a lot of Schumann resonance activities, so the Earth's frequency has been really fluctuating a lot, and it's because not only are we going through ascension, the collective, the human race is going through ascension, but also Mother Earth is also going through her own ascension process. So I know there's a lot of stuff going on, so let me know how you're feeling. Again, it's so important for us to connect, because we chose to come right now together. So we were like, okay, from the stars, we came from the stars, like, okay, I signed up. I want to come back to Earth, and I want to help Earth move through this incredible transformation that we're moving through. This is a transformation of consciousness, and I know it can be lonely at times, it can be scary at times, it can be overwhelming, frustrating at times, and that's why we have to connect with our soul family. So just know that we do this every other Friday, and it's important for us to connect, because right now there's a lot of, this idea of light versus dark. Well, yes, on the 3D plane that's what's happening, but in reality there's no division. Light and dark are one energy together. And that's what the eclipse was trying to show us. But yes, of course, there is that sort of play happening in the 3D plane. And so it's so important for us to connect right now. So let me know how you're feeling. How are you integrating this eclipse energy? So let me see. So I'm going to read what you guys are writing. Lorena said, I've been feeling so down. I'm so sorry you're working through that. One of the reasons why that may be happening is because right now we were clearing a lot of karmic patterns, and not just clearing karma from like 3 lifetimes. We were clearing karma from so many different lifetimes, and so that's overwhelming for this one incarnation, right? Imagine trying to clear out like the entire, so many lifetimes all at once. It's a little bit overwhelming, so I feel like you're feeling the resonance of that. So number one thing is just like be very gentle with yourself. So of course, shadow work, inner work, doing this emotional work, this reflection is so important to ascension, but also you cannot do that without self-love, without taking care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. So I hope you're taking the time to just sit back and like really appreciate how far you have come, because I mean we are living through the craziest times on our planet, and we are the ones anchoring light, and so it is a big responsibility and so at times it does become a lot, and that's why we have to fill our own cups first. And we're going to get started on the meditation in a bit, but I think it's also important for us to connect, because this is just so important right now, because we are integrating a lot of what we've been experiencing with the eclipses. So Susie said, I'm intense is an understatement. I've been going through it. Anxiety, deep depressions, emotions on overdrive. So what will help with the anxiety is to connect with the earth. Like, I know I've said this a lot, and it is because it truly is the best medicine. All you do is place your feet on the earth and like send your anxiety into the core of the earth. And today in our meditation, of course, we're going to send healing, we're going to send light across the world, but we're also going to be receiving that healing as well. Because what we're doing is we're working out of this 3D realm, and we're connecting with higher realms where space and time don't affect us the same way. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be able to receive some of that healing as well. So that's the great part about this. You know, it's like the karma that you send out, you know, the good vibes that you're sending out, you're also receiving that. I'm in need of Laura said, I'm in need of grounding and releasing old paradigms. 100%. We all are. And that's one of the things I want to mention. Like, grounding, we need more grounding than we've ever needed before, because our bodies are getting activated constantly by the solar flares, by the activity with the Earth's heartbeat and the magnetic and the electromagnetic energy from the Earth and all those changes. So your body is changing so much that it requires you to spend more time grounding, especially as being a starseed. You are already such a high vibrational energy. And already being in a human body, like in this dense body where you're limited, it's already hard to ground as it is. But now with these activations, it's so much harder now, which means we need to put more effort and time and focus into grounding. And grounding is not just about going to place your feet on the earth. You can go to your backyard and do that wherever you want to. And you can also practice yoga, Pilates, dance, like any type of exercise will help you to ground. Grounding, all grounding means is returning back into your body. And the body is the vessel to ascension. So remember to ground. I love grounding with food, so I've been eating a lot more, and that helps me to ground. So just find that's something that helps you. Black tourmaline is great for grounding as well. Shungite, any black, red, brown crystals are amazing for grounding. And so also, let me mention this, we are doing a giveaway. So this is an activated black tourmaline pyramid. And once we reach 7,777 subscribers, we're going to choose someone from the comments. We're going to just pick a random video, and we're going to choose someone, and you're going to get this pretty beautiful and powerful activated crystal. Right now we are at 7.15k subscribers, so we're almost there. So then we're going to send one of these out, and we actually might even send 2 out. So keep an eye out on that. So remember, all you have to do is to subscribe, comment on a video, and that will get you entered. Okay, let me see what else you guys are saying. Also, for this ceremony, while I'm talking, just seeing how everyone's feeling and stuff, you want to go grab a glass of water or tea, any decaffeinated tea. Also, if you have any crystals, go get some crystals. Malachite will be great, Larimar, rose quartz. Quartz will be great for this, and any black, brown, or red crystal will be really good for this meditation that we're about to do. Also, please go grab a candle if you can. Doesn't matter what color it is, just go grab a candle, and we'll light the candle together. Okay, but I'm just seeing what everyone's writing. So Joyce said, I'm feeling strong energy. I've been unable to sleep well, but I feel the urge to move forward. That's awesome. And yeah, grounding will help with the sleeping problems as well. Let me see. Have been waking up at 3 a.m. consistently. Wow. Yeah, I've gotten some messages of people saying they're waking up at 3:33 and like these really cool synchronicities. So that's awesome. Use that time to connect with your soul, because it's easy between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. wherever you are in the world. It is easier to connect with your soul, your spirit guides, etc. because the veil between the dimensions is thinner during that time. Anxiety. A lot of you guys are saying anxiety. Yeah, the energy's still intense. I mean, the eclipse, even though the eclipse was last week, we're still feeling that energy. So just remember to be gentle with yourself. And let's see. I've been feeling a bit tired. Yes. We're in the middle point between the two eclipses. So there's an eclipse there was the May 26th eclipse with the lunar eclipse, and now we have a solar eclipse coming up on June 10th. So it's like right now we're in that void point between the two eclipses. And I'm really excited about the solar eclipse because the solar eclipse coincides with the new moon. And so what happens is like the moon is here and the sun is here, and then the earth comes the earth is here, the sun is here, and then the moon is here, and then the moon comes in between the earth and the sun, and it blocks out the sun, so it creates this ring of fire. And so when there's supposed to be light, like the sun is covered in darkness by the moon, and that represents the void. The void, you can think about it as the womb. Like when you were in your mother's womb, you were in this complete darkness, but you were fed with everything that you needed, all the nutrients, all the air, everything that you could possibly want was inside of that womb. And so this womb is like the point of creation. It's like anything that you want to manifest, it happens very quickly because the void is like the source point where everything emerges from. And so right now, like definitely ground and really start to focus and pay attention to your thoughts, because even from now until around June 24th, the manifesting energy is going to be super intense and it's going to be, manifesting is going to happen very quickly. And I'm not saying this to stress you out because you're like, oh, I'm stressed, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, and I don't want to manifest more of that. Don't worry about that. Just surrender, release the anxiety, into the core of the earth. Mother Earth is so wise. She's a living being. She has like such an elevated consciousness. When we send her all this dense energy that we're holding on to, she will just purge it. She knows exactly how to transmute that energy. So all that anxiety you're holding on to, just release it into the core of the earth. And we're going to do that in the first part of the meditation, because how are we going to send light across the world if we're holding on to so much mixed energy? So it's going to be better for us to empty our vessels first and then send light from this cleared out and empty space. So we'll be doing that today. So someone said, I'm seeing so many repetitive numbers, and I'm having palpitations and anxieties too. And the reason why we're feeling so anxious right now, think about like, babies know exactly when they're going to be born. Do you think, let me know in the chat, do you think that you chose the date, the time, the month that you were going to come out of your mom's womb? You chose it. And so before we come out of our mom's womb, like we're super excited, but it's also anxious. Think about this, like when you're riding a roller coaster, or think about something that's exciting to you, maybe surfing or whatever is exciting to you, and your heart starts to beat fast. And so anxiety is just like excitement. So our bodies react by pumping blood really quickly, where our heart's beating so quickly, your breath changes, and it's the same thing when you're scared and when you're excited. And so anytime you're feeling anxious, just be like, oh, actually, I'm really excited about what potentially my life could be like. Because our lives can change instantly like that. And that's exactly what eclipse season is about. Eclipse season is about this time of quick, fast changes. And so all you have to do is let go of the wheel, let go and surrender, let your soul take over and put you on this right track. Yes, a lot of changes are going to manifest, and the changes these can be really scary for the ego, because the ego is so used to familiar things, right? We like to know what is around us, but when things happen too quickly, when things change too quickly, it's scary for the ego. And so that's why the anxiety is coming up. The best way to clear the anxiety is grounding and just surrendering and letting go of the need to control, because trust that your spirit guides, your ancestors, your starseed family, your soul is putting you on the right track to get you everything that you want, like everything that you could possibly imagine. And so much more than what you can imagine is coming your way, but you just need to surrender and stop trying to control it so that it can actually come to you. Okay, so that's the key, to surrender. And that will help with the anxiety so much. Let's see, someone saying I'm feeling overwhelmed. Yes, I definitely hear you on that. My throat chakra seems like it's been burning forever. Listen to our throat chakra activation. It's on Instagram, on IGTV. Go listen to that, and that'll help a lot with the throat chakra. Let me see what else you guys saying. Malika said, I've got so much energy and I don't know why. Yeah, that's a great problem to have. Like, channel that energy into your goals, focus into your intentions. And again, it is because we're starting to feel the solar eclipse energy. So I'm super excited about the solar eclipse. The manifesting is going to happen super quick. We're actually going to have a manifesting ceremony for the eclipse. We don't normally have manifesting ceremonies. We do them very rarely compared to the full moons. So if you guys are interested in manifesting with a group and leveraging the energy of the group and doing a powerful alchemy ritual, you can click the link in the description of this video to join our solar eclipse meditation. That one is going to be on June 10th, next week on Thursday on Zoom. And we're going to be manifesting with our spirit guides so that they can support us. And we're going to also be activating and opening our solar plexus, the area of personal power, which is so important to manifest. Let me see. Someone said, I'm feeling super high energy, angry and intense for no reason. Yes, actually, it is for a reason, because tomorrow there is a square. So tomorrow, I think Mars is squaring Pluto. So Mars is a planet of war, aggression, sexuality, passion, and action. So that's what you're feeling. So that's tomorrow. So expect a lot of power struggles to show up in your life, and take back your power. And again, when we take back our power, we're not taking power away from anyone else. We're just taking our own power back from situations and dynamics. So expect that to be showing up in your life over these next few days. Let me see what else. I can't sleep before 5. Well, maybe then you should try meditating. Maybe that will help. But again, listen to your own body, because your body knows why it can't sleep till 5. Maybe you're meant to do work at that time. And I mean spiritual work, not like work. And then it's interesting, because I feel like our bodies are changing, and our bodies are not going to need the same amount of rest and food as they normally have. So I don't know if you are familiar, but the Lemurians, they are basically our ancestors, because they were here first before the Atlanteans and before anyone else here on this planet. And so they would actually not eat food. They would just smell flowers, and the nectar from the flowers would feed them. And so they got their life force via that way, whereas now we get our life force via foods, etc. So I feel like we're returning back to that. Why do I have this intense burst of energy? Because Mars is very active right now. So Mars is the planet of action, of passion, of of war, of aggression, etc. But again, like, you want to leverage the higher vibration of that, and so use that to move forward in your life. Okay, let me see what else you guys are writing. Eclipse hangover, definitely. Yes, the eclipse hangover is so real. And again, this eclipse hangover / shadow period, we're going to be feeling that until early, like June 18th. I feel like we're going to be feeling it till then. And then on June 20th, we have the solstice, which is a huge gateway. So definitely right now, just like really ground, surrender, and manifest. This is a great time to manifest. Let me see. Someone said I better stay away from my hiking group tomorrow because of what I said about power dynamics. So the thing about that, right? It's good to be placed in these situations where power dynamics come up, because we keep running away, they're going to keep coming towards us. So what you need to do is you need to embrace your courage because I know a lot of empaths it's hard for empaths to set boundaries. And so what you need to do is you need to learn how to set boundaries. You need to learn how to do that from a space of courage, from a space of love, of self-respect, etc. And so I would say, like, go towards that scary thing and go towards it with courage, and know that you will be protected. I've been getting so tired and getting a lot of sleep lately. Yeah, that's good. Listen to your body. I mean, we went through such an intense period last week, and so our bodies need to recover. Our bodies need to rest more to integrate the activations that we experienced last year. So listen to your body for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So again, you're gonna need water or decaffeinated tea, a candle, and some crystals if you have crystals. If you don't have any of this, no worry, but you do need water because otherwise you'll get a headache after this or you'll feel nauseous. Okay, so I'll just give you guys a second to like go back and get all of that. I'm also going to play some music for us so that we can get in the mood. Can you let me know if you guys can hear that? What is a toque? Can I wear a toque when meditating? I don't know what that is. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Alina, for letting me know. Okay, hi guys. So we are starting the meditation now. So join us on YouTube Live, so you can click the link in my bio to join us there for a better experience. Okay, so can you wear a beanie? Yeah, you can wear a beanie when you're meditating. Our hair actually has a lot of neurons, and so our hair has energy, and so that's why you see like in the spiritual energy community, you see a lot of people with long hair, especially like shamans and the natives, and it's because they know that hair has wisdom, and their hair holds memories and it holds that information. And so that's why you'll see a lot of people cover their hair when in ceremonies or when they're doing their meditation, etc., like with the turbans, etc. So yeah, if you feel called to wear a beanie, then wear it. You're being called to do that for a reason, so trust your intuition. Okay, so we're gonna light the candle together. So when you light the candle, just set 3 intentions, okay? So the first intention is we're going to light this candle for ourselves. Don't light it yet. So the second intention is we're going to light this candle for everyone watching this in the past, present, and future, for our soul family, so that we can reconnect with more of our soul family on this path. And the third intention is going to be to light this for all the beings on our planet. Okay, so just set that intention as you're lighting your candle that this light be shared with everyone. So go ahead and light your candle now. And if you don't have a candle, don't worry, I'm lighting this for you. Also, please be safe when you're doing this. Please be safe, like make sure there's no fire hazards and everything, anything like that. That's so cool, Crad. That's cool that you're growing out your hair and that you're going to a lot of ceremonies. Yes, I really want to go learn with the indigenous people of North America. I've studied with some shamans in South America, but I haven't gotten a chance to study with shamans in North America. So I'm manifesting that to bring more teachers my way. Because it's interesting, like a lot of people, we put blankets around like, oh, indigenous teachings, shamans teachings, but there's actually a lot of different ways. Like even when you drum, the way that you drum in Latin America is so different than the Northern American tradition. So yeah, I love learning about all the different cultures and all the wisdom there. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So you don't have to stare at the screen, so just sit back. I would actually recommend, if you have lights, to turn the lights off. Take a sip of water before we start. Also, the meditation is going to be around 20 minutes, so just give yourself 20 minutes to be in a comfortable space where you're not going to be disturbed. Oh, that's so cool, Crab. Yes, send me an email, please. I would love to go do some ceremonies together. Yes, and also, like, before we start, okay, yes, it's okay to lie down. It doesn't matter what position you choose. Ideally, you would be in a meditation position, lotus position, but the most important thing is that your body's comfortable, so you can just really completely and totally relax. So just find the most comfortable position for your body. Before we start, I do want to say is that, yes, of course we do these every other Friday, but also just every single day, like whenever you wake up in the morning, like do a quick meditation, focus on your breath, give gratitude for the fact that you woke up, give gratitude for the fact that you have a roof over your head, that you have a refrigerator that is filled with food. So when you connect with that sense of abundance and safety, send that feeling to everyone around the world, because there's a lot of plagues right now. Of course, everyone's talking about the virus, but there's also a huge famine happening across it's happening a lot in the Middle East and in Northern Africa. So please just make sure like you send this feeling of safety, of abundance, like with every meal. Like this is what I do. With every food, I bless my food, and then I set the intention that this food is going to be duplicated for anyone around the world who needs it. So it's all about the intention, and yes, like they will somehow receive that food, and just trust and know that that is possible, because our planet is moving through a lot of intense changes. What we see on the news is not everything that's happening. Like there's a lot of people suffering, there's a lot of brutality and violence happening around the world that's not being shown on television or on social media. And so the more that we can share our sense of safety with these people who are stuck in these civil wars and is stuck in this police violence, etc., the more that we can share our safety with them every single day, not just in these 20-minute meditations, the faster that they will be able to get out of that situation. So energy, if you think about it, energy moves faster than matter, because matter, the material plane, is dense. So it takes more effort for that to change. So when we connect with energy, we are actually bringing in, it's quantum. So all it takes is that intention, and then that intention is going to anchor the material stuff. So I hope that makes sense, and it's just an everyday sort of thing that we are blessed to do as light warriors, because we did sign up for this. And again, I'm just so grateful for you for taking the time and the effort to be here with us, because a lot of people are interested in, aliens. A lot of people are interested in third eye, in astral projection, which is awesome and it's cool, but this is what we have to focus on in order for ascension to happen quickly. We really need to focus on doing this work and connecting the grids together, connecting the Earth's energy grids together, clearing out the portals on the Earth that have been misused, because a lot of the churches, a lot of military bases have been deliberately built on top of powerful ley lines, which are just really powerful energy lines that a lot of energy gets focused in. And so the more that we do this work, the easier this whole transformation process from 3D to 5D is going to be. And again, I just honor you for that, because this is not the most sexiest work, but this is the most important work that we are here to do. And so I just honor your soul so much for doing this. Okay, so just sit back, just put your phone down so you don't need to look at your phone anymore. And we're going to start off actually by placing our hands on, take a sip of water before we start. Okay, so we're going to start off by taking a deep cleansing breath in. Hold. And gently exhale it out. Breathing in. Hold. Exhaling out. Now take the deepest breath that you've taken all day long, breathing in. Hold. And gently exhale out through your mouth with a big sigh. Now I'm going to invite you to visualize that you are sitting or lying inside of a bright, huge gold pyramid. And the reason why this pyramid is gold is because gold represents power. And we are returning back to our power and using our power to empower others in this meditation. So just see this gold pyramid being created around you. And as you feel this pyramid around you, you feel the sense of safety. Like you're being held and you're being protected. And we're going to set the intention that with each breath right now, we're going to filter out all distortions. Taking a deep breath in. And with your breath out, we are removing any energy that's not ours, and all of that energy is being filtered out to the outside of your pyramid. It's like your pyramid has breathing walls. And just keep breathing. And just set the intention that only the highest vibrations for your highest good will come in through your pyramid. Breathing in and exhaling out. Beautiful. If you're holding your crystals, you can just hold the two crystals in your hands. And then we're all going to place our hands on our heart and focusing on your heart space. Feel gratitude right now for this beautiful miracle of life. And yes, life is so crazy, there's so many ups and downs, but just feel gratitude for this ride, for this journey. And focusing on your heart space right now, give gratitude for your soul family who is supporting you on this journey. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, and everyone on this call. Feel their love, feel their support. Breathing in and exhaling out through the heart space. And now, while focusing on your heart, give gratitude for our planet, for all the beautiful animals, plants, and for Mother Earth. Give her gratitude for all the resources, the food, the delicious water, the fresh air that she lets you enjoy. And now you can place your hands on your sides or wherever you want. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now I'm going to invite you to keep your head still, relax your shoulders, pull your shoulders back like you're opening up your heart and your chest. And you're going to keep your head still. You're only going to move your eyes. You're going to look slightly up, like you're looking up at your forehead. And just do that gently, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the neck, the shoulders. And right above you, you see the most bright gold, nourishing light. And as you breathe in, you see this light pouring down over your head, over your eyes, down your cheeks, into your throat. And as this gold light is pouring all over your body, it's removing all the stress, all of your anxiety, and all energy that no longer serves you. And with your breath out, you can see that gray gunk coming out of your body. Breathing in gold light, sending it into the chest, removing all guilt, all pain, self-doubt. With each breath, just let that all leave your body. Breathing in and sending this gold light into your stomach. And this gold light is now removing all energies that you may have picked up. And sending this gold light down into the spine, into the legs, into the feet, and into the core of the earth. And you see roots growing from the bottom of your feet. And they're going down into the soil, down into the core of Mother Earth. And we're going to breathe in a grounding energy. So breathe that in through the bottom of your feet. Send that up your spine. And up into the top of your head. 6 inches above your head. Into your crown chakra. Again, breathing in from the core of the earth. Send this grounding energy up your spine and up into your crown. Beautiful. And now we're going to breathe in the earth's heartbeat. So breathe that up through your feet and up into your heart space. Feeling completely at ease, being supported and held by Mother Earth. Beautiful. And as you bring your awareness to the roots that are in the core of the earth, these roots are now being connected to another tree. And as you send your consciousness and awareness into the roots of that tree, it's like the roots are growing up and they're moving up into the trunk of the tree, up into the branches of the tree, and it's the biggest tree you've ever seen. It's like the one the giants used to see back on our earth. And you see these huge branches spreading out. And then you see yourself sitting on one of these branches. And as you look around, you see so many bright lights, different colors. And that's everyone listening to this. That is your soul family. And we're all connecting with the tree of life to send more life force into our planet. And you see everyone sitting on their individual branch, but you're all connected with this tree. And it's like everyone's inside of their own bubbles of light, different colors. And remember that you're inside of your pyramid, and so only the highest vibrations will come in through your own pyramid. And you can either visualize this or you can physically do it, but keep your eyes closed. You're going to put your hands out in front of you, and it's like you're sending light from your heart into the center of this tree. And you're sending so much love into the earth, compassion. And you see all of the people around the tree shining so much light, and this light is sparkling like diamonds. And as you're sending your love compassion. Send a sense of safety and peace into the earth. Like the peace that you're feeling in your body right now. Share that with everyone on this planet. And just connect with your sense of safety right now. Feeling safe in your body, feeling protected, knowing that you're physically safe, and all your resources are also being met completely. So you don't have to worry about food, about shelter, and just feel that sense of safety. That all your needs are being taken care of. And just send that to anyone around the world who's experiencing poverty. Set the intention that you're sharing this feeling and sharing abundance with them. Because abundance is unlimited. And you do have unlimited abundance. Send your awareness into all of the food shelters around the world where people go to get a meal. Light there, that everyone who needs a meal will somehow find out about these places. Now it's like the globe, the tiny globe in the center of the tree, which represents the earth, it's like spinning. And let's focus our awareness right now in the Middle East. And it's like the globe is like zooming in and we can see the Middle East at a high level. And let's send this sense of safety to all the people in the Middle East, in Africa, let's send this sense of safety to all the families, the children who are not feeling safe. Who's experiencing persecution, send a sense of safety and light into their timelines. And let's send light into the earth so that the farms can be optimized according to the plan of creation. And just send your light into all of the children in these war-torn areas. Send your sense of safety and support to them. may be destroyed, or they may be pushed out of their homes, that they will always have a sense of stability and safety, always. Breathing in and exhaling out through the heart space. We're going to send light to the people of Syria. And we're going to ask that all illusion rise to the surface in this area of the world. And just shine light into the timeline of this area, of this war that's been happening. And that timeline be optimized so that peace can manifest in the most optimal way, in the most optimal time. And now share this sense of safety with everyone around the world who may be experiencing persecution, who may be not feeling safe. And you see your beautiful light and everyone around you. All the lights are centering and covering our entire planet with safety, with abundance, compassion, peace, understanding, and forgiveness. Now, if there's anywhere around the world that you specifically want to send light to, send light right now to that particular area of the world. And as you're doing that, know that everyone around you that's sitting in this tree is also sending light into that particular area of the world. It's like your light is being amplified by everyone's light. And now we're going to send light to all the people around the world, all the beings, the animals, all the beings around the world who feel like they're not seen, who feel like they don't matter. As you shine your light into this globe in the center, send a sense of acceptance, of belongingness, connection, hope, love to these people and to these beings. Sending light to all of the beings around this planet who are being trafficked, who are caught in power dynamics. And share your feelings of safety, of love with them. And we're going to send light into this power dynamic of human trafficking. That type of consciousness be optimized in the best way possible, the most optimal time. And just feel that sense of empowerment that you are creating this new world. Feel that empowerment in your belly. And share that with all of the victims. So they may feel empowered. And as you shine a bright, huge light into the world, we're going to ask that all illusion rise to the surface. All manipulation, all judgments, so that space may be created for the truth. And you can repeat this if you want to. So be it, and so it is. And as you take a few deep breaths, focus on the light in your heart. And even though right now you might not be sending light into the earth, you can see that earth is still shining so bright with all the light. And we're going to set the intention that this light is going to continue to auto-generate around the earth. In the most optimal way possible. Taking a few deep breaths, you look to your left, you look to your right, and you see all of these bright lights around you. I'm just feeling really at peace right now. And feeling this connection. You send your awareness back into the branch that you're sitting on. And you wave bye to everyone around you, knowing that you can always access this space and connect with all of these beings. Whenever you'd like. So you bring your consciousness down into the branch, into the trunk of the tree, and back into your own roots. And you're going to breathe in from the core of the earth, a grounding energy. Send that energy up your legs, up your spine, and up into your crown chakra 6 inches above your head. Again, breathing in from the core of the earth, sending that up your spine and up into the crown. And releasing that energy into every single cell in the body. And now we're going to breathe in the earth's heartbeat. So breathe in from the core of the earth. Send that warm, nourishing energy up your legs, up your spine, and into your heart. Taking deep breaths. Slowly bringing your awareness back into your body. And you're going to keep your eyes closed and just take deep breaths. Pay attention to the noises around you. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And at your own pace, take deep breaths, and we're going to rub our palms together. Keep rubbing your palms until you feel heat. And whenever you feel the heat in between your hands, take off your glasses if you're wearing glasses. You're going to place your hands on top of your eyes. And breathe in this heat, this energy into your eyes and into all of the cells in your body. Taking deep breaths of this activating energy. And just focus on any sensations on your body. Or any emotions. And now set the intention that you're sharing this with 3 people who need this sense of safety, calmness, and peace. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you today. Namaste. And just very gently, slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingers. And you're going to drink some water. And again, just do this at your own pace. So part of this experience is also the sharing, because we all experience different things, and so whatever you guys are going to share, it's going to help us to remember what we also experienced. So please stay if you can, because this is part of the healing, and know that we also received the healing. It's not like we were the only ones sending it, but we were also receiving that. So let me know what you experienced in the chat. And thank you again so much for taking the time and the effort to do this. I really, really appreciate it. It's such a blessing to know that there's so many beautiful, powerful souls out there who are truly helping to create a new earth. And it's just so exciting, and it's just such a blessing to walk this path together. So, someone said, wow, I feel like I blacked out a bit there. Yeah, if you blacked out, it's because the energy was really high. So whatever, and then again, please listen to this again, because the more that you listen to this, the more light that we get to send into the world. And so if you blacked out, just set the intention the next time that you see it, that you're going to handle the energy. Someone said, I got hot, I feel so calm, I felt so much light and beautiful energy. Thank you, all beautiful souls. I saw one of my ancestors, they had a white beard, and I felt safe in his presence. That's so beautiful. My right thigh started vibrating. The right side of the body is connected to your divine masculine. So if you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, then it's the left. And so right now we're going through a lot of clearing and healing of the divine masculine and feminine. And so just send some love to your divine masculine. Also, when Aaron said, I saw one of my ancestors, yes, the veil between the dimensions is super thin right now. So that's beautiful, and we're going to get to connect with our ancestors, our spirit guides, our starseed family so much easier right now. So definitely take time to connect with them, because like I said, we're all channels. We all have this ability to connect with these other energies, and so make sure you're taking the time to do that, because you can get so much wisdom from it. And then also, as I'm saying that, please use your discernment as well, because the veil between the dimensions is thinner. Like, not only can, like, you know, your spirit guides and your ancestors and these good energies come in, but also energies that are want to play with you are also coming in. So make sure you're using discernment. Discernment is so important right now. I can't stress that enough. And it's nothing to be afraid of, because we are both that, dark and light, and so there's nothing to be afraid of, but it's just being aware of it, and making sure you're connecting with the right energy that's meant for your highest good. And so discernment is so important right now. Brandon said, I shared the positive energies to the events happening in Hong Kong. Thank you, much needed. My nose started getting runny and literally started to drip black water. My body naturally entered in a flow of vinyasa yoga. That's so awesome, Laura. Much needed healing and releasing. I cried. So if you had tears and if you cried, like, just make sure that you fill yourself up with light, because that's a lot of energy that you're purging for the collective. So you want to make sure that you fill yourself up with light and that you're not absorbing. Instead, you want to radiate. So just fill yourself up with light and go do some type of self-care after this, because you truly need to fill up your vessel as well. I was gonna cry so many times. I really felt the love and support in so many colors. I feel so much better now. I saw 2 people who transitioned this year together. It was really beautiful. Wow, that's awesome. It is so special when you get to connect with family members, with loved ones on the other side of the veil. It truly is so beautiful. And a good time to do that is during eclipse season, but also especially during Samhain. So that's Halloween. And so that's going to be linked to the other eclipse season, because there's 2 eclipse seasons, one now, and then the other one's going to be in November. So I slept in between the meditation and I woke up at the end of it. Yeah, and it's like you didn't fall asleep. It's because like your ego fell asleep, but your soul was still doing the work. And that's why you woke up at the end, because you weren't really asleep. Lara said, when you mentioned the Middle East, my ankles were in screaming of pain. Yeah, because the ankles represent the root chakra. So our root chakra is our sense of safety, physical safety, right? And a lot of people in the Middle East right now, you know, a bomb can drop. So like physical safety, there's none. Also, like safety of their home, there's none, because there's just so many like atrocities happening. And so definitely like keep sending light to these areas, light a candle, create a crystal grid. There's so many different things that we can do, and all it takes is really like that intention. You don't have to spend like an hour doing it. Just any amount of time will really make a big difference, and especially right now as we're seeing things really heightened to the max, so that we can finally end these karmic cycles here on our planet for the collective. I almost fell asleep. This was super relaxing and the visuals were on point. The tears were rolling down my face practically the whole time. I always cried. I cried for gratitude, joy, and empathy. That's so beautiful. Healing to America so we can give the world some hope. So beautiful. My anxiety surfaced when calmed. Thank you. Much gratitude to all of you. Thank you, Soltara, for doing this. My pleasure. So one of the things about this. Oh, so this is interesting. Heather said this. Hey, Heather. So she said, I think I also had a past life, and I identified with my past victims. Yes. So what happens is like, why are we focusing on like sending light and empowerment? Because if we're focusing on let's say like we're focusing on the perpetrators, right, the traffickers, the people who are starting the wars, funding the wars, etc., if we focus on that, then we're just going to feed that cycle. And so what we have to do right now is we need to focus on the things that we want. So yes, anger rises up and frustration rises up, but what we need to do is we need to be like coming into a higher space of a higher vibration. And I'm not saying like, yes, of course it's natural to feel those things, but if we continue to fuel that, then it's just going to fuel that cycle of violence, victim, perpetrator, and it's been happening for thousands and millions of years, and it will continue to happen if we continue to feed that cycle. But again, it's up to us to help to end that cycle, and so that's why we focus on the things that we actually want. And again, remember, manifesting is happening so incredibly fast right now. Between now and June 24th, like manifesting is going to be happening very quickly. So make sure, like, whenever you're seeing the news and something pisses you off, like, yes, okay, allow yourself to be pissed off and then transmute it and send safety, send love, send whatever your ideal situation is for the injustices. Send that instead of focusing on the injustice, because manifesting is happening very quickly, and so trust that justice will come to fruition if we focus on that. And I mean, it's just the cycles, right? And it's time to end those cycles once and for all. And so I would recommend that all of you guys drink more water than you normally drink, at least 3 times more water than you normally drink today, because again, even though we were the ones sending out the healing, we were also receiving that healing because we were connected to the tree. So that's the great part about healing. The more that you give out, also the more that you get. It's the same thing with abundance. The more that you donate, the more that you get back, and just trust that you'll be taken care of as well. Just really surrender, because there's a lot of things coming our way, like things I cannot stress this enough. There's a lot of things coming our way, like good things, right? We put in this hard work during the eclipse. Like the eclipse, we looked at our shadows, we were healing our wounds, our trauma, etc. And now it's time to receive the fruits of the hard work that we placed. So just be open to receiving, really surrender to how your manifestations are going to come. And again, if you guys want to join us, we're going to be doing a manifesting meditation for the solar eclipse on Thursday on Zoom, and you can click the link in the description of this video to join that, or in the link in my bio if you're on Instagram. And so just really focus on your thoughts, because manifesting is going to be very powerful during the solar eclipse, which is on June 10th. So the solar eclipse, we're going to feel that manifesting energy. It's really powerful, so work with it. Make sure you're manifesting and focusing on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want. Every time you catch yourself being anxious and they're like, oh, I don't want that, then just catch it, throw it away, and then focus on what you want. And again, be in the present as much as possible, because that's how the manifesting will stay aligned. So it's like, imagine if like you're a funnel, and like the more that you're in the present moment, you're bringing the funnel of energy to here so that you can use that to send out your manifestations. So being the present, ground, and focus on what you want. Those are the 3 things that you can do to make the most of this solar eclipse. And this solar eclipse is going to tag along because we also have the solstice. On June 20th, we have the solstice, which is a huge gateway. We're also going to have a ceremony for that. But the solstice is also about manifesting, and it's about ending cycles. So it's like a beautiful connection of the two eclipses. Now that I think about it, I've like never said that before. So that's that's going to be such an incredible opportunity to work with both of this ending energy and the new beginning energy all at once. So it's going to be exciting. It's exciting times, and great. Just know that great things are coming your way, and just surrender to how they're going to come and when they are going to manifest in your life, and just know that it is coming. Something that I do want to mention is that I am launching finally the second version of the Alchemy Academy. So I know a lot of you guys are interested in exploring your past lives, not just for healing, but one of the things about traveling between past lives is that, yes, of course it's interesting, but the thing about past lives is like you have to be very careful, because you don't want to go into a past life and dig up unnecessary trauma, like you being tortured or whatever, because sometimes we're not meant to see certain lives, and so you have to do it safely. But there's a lot of healing, but also wisdom that you can get from your past lives. But something that most people don't talk about is that you can actually connect with your future lives as well. So in this Alchemy Academy, what we're going to be doing is you guys are going to learn how to connect with your past lives for healing, for wisdom, but also how to connect with your future lives, because it's about creating a new world, and like we need to also focus on the future and getting the wisdom from that most evolved version of you. And so you will connect via telepathy with that most evolved version of you to align you with your soul's most optimal path and potential. You guys have heard me say that there's so many different timelines. There's a timeline where we're going into World War III. There's a timeline where we have to experience really bad earthquakes and tsunamis. And there's a timeline where all illusion, all corruption rises to the surface, and then the perpetrators are taken care of legally. There's no need for violence, etc., etc. And so this transition can be peaceful and smooth. So there's very different probabilities and potentials. These are known as timelines. In your life, so there's the collective timelines, but there's also the individual timelines. And so in your life, there's a version of you that's an author, there's a version of you that's an artist, there's a version of you that's a mother, a father, whatever. And so the goal of this program overall is to help you to align with that most optimal potential, because there are different purposes that we have in this incarnation, but the goal is to align with that most optimal purpose. And how do you do that? So we're going to do that through shadow work, through learning how to heal our emotions, heal our trauma, and release past life karma and ancestral karma as well. Because a lot of that ancestral lineage, some of that is holding us back, and it's time to end those cycles that are not helping us to move forward. So after we get rid of all the stuff that's holding us back, then we focus on healing. How do you heal yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, using alchemy? So I've taught alchemy in the past online, but I have not taught fire and water and air and earth, and now I'm finally going to do that, but it's going to be in a small group. This is going to be a group of limited to 22 people, so that it can be intimate, because we're not working with light only, we're working with fire, and with fire it's even water, they're both very powerful, and they have the yin and yang component. So if you use too much fire, then it can be dangerous for your body, for even like your own energy, like you can become very angry and frustrated, etc. So that's why it's a small group, to keep it intimate, and so that you really go to the nitty-gritty and get to practice this. The cool part about this is that you'll get to practice this type of healing on other students, and so it's going to be done in a very safe space, because you guys know me, I don't care about what you learn, I care about what you do. So we need more healers, so we need you guys to get confident in building your healing muscles, building your channeling muscles, building your psychic abilities, because we need to be more confident in our intuition and trust the messages that we're receiving. And so the program is centered not only in theory, but you're going to learn techniques. And the best part is that you're going to get to practice those techniques. And we're going to do this over the course of 2 months. And so if you guys are interested in that, you can click the link in the description of this video. It's called the Alchemy Academy, and yeah, I'm excited. You know, it's been a long time in the making. A lot of these teachings come from the masters that I've studied with from across the world in different healing modalities. So it's not just going to be working with the elements and that sort of shamanism energy, but it's also working with alchemy. You're going to learn advanced manifesting techniques. You're going to learn astral projection so that you can learn to get wisdom from other planets, from other star systems, how to get wisdom from the Arctic. Like there's a lot of wisdom that's stored in the North Pole and the South Pole. It's stored in the glaciers in the earth. And so this is information that was actually placed there by the giants. You guys heard me mention this when we did the meditation right now, you know, of this giant tree. And it is because there's like this theory that the mountains are actually giant tree stumps. And it's because, yes, giants roamed our earth. And unfortunately, that's not written in the history books, because part of that history is not recognized, because there's just a lot of wisdom that is not shared publicly, or like in history books, etc. Because there's just a lot of politics around it. Basically, we're super powerful, and now we're meant to use that wisdom again. And that's why I'm teaching alchemy, because that's how the Egyptians turned rocks into gold. And they used alchemy. They used this type of high magic. What is high magic? High magic is magic that doesn't rely on tools, on spells, on herbs, or anything like that. You just work with pure energy, and that's why it's so powerful. Because when we rely on crystals, like of course crystals are beautiful and everything like that, spells are beautiful, etc. But when we rely on things like that, it creates a crutch. Like we're always like, oh, I need my crystal to go manifest. I need my crystal to be protected. No, like you just need your own energy, and that's how powerful you are. And so with this, what we're going to be using is we're going to be learning this high magic from ancient Egypt. But it's actually not from ancient Egypt. It's from Atlantis, but it's not even from Atlantis. It's from the star seeds. It's from the Lyran star seeds, the Arcturians, etc. So all of this wisdom, it was used in Atlantis, and that's why Atlantis was so advanced. But they actually misused this wisdom, and it caused them to, like the technology that they used, caused them to destroy themselves. So the survivors moved to ancient Egypt. And then in ancient Egypt, this wisdom, this technology was kept secret, and it was only taught in the temples, because previously it was misused. But now, because humanity's consciousness is rising again, we are now able to work with these tools that were previously secret. So that's why I'm now able to share this with more people. And this, I asked you guys, like, do you know what a mystery school is? And this is what the mystery schools taught in all over ancient Egypt and in the Middle East, etc. Even in the East as well. These mystery schools is where you taught this type of high magic. And so this Alchemy Academy is truly a mystery school where you're going to learn how to use magic, to learn how to make things invisible, to learn how to manifest instantly, to learn how to activate crystals, and etc., heal yourself, open up your psychic senses, etc. But the reason why I'm not calling it a mystery school is because people would have no idea what it is. So Alchemy Academy is just an easier way to explain that, but this is a mystery school. So I'm excited for this to finally come into fruition. It's one of the things that I've been manifesting for a while, but I just didn't know when it was ready, and now it's finally ready. So if you're interested in going into a deeper journey with magic, with healing, with alchemy, then you can check it out and see if it resonates with you. There's a lot of different topics that we're going to cover. It's going to be 2 months. It's going to be intense, but once you go through it, trust me, you'll come out a whole different person. So if you guys are interested in that, you can click the description of this video for the Alchemy Academy, and it has all the information there when we're starting and everything like that. And I hope you guys have an incredible weekend, have an amazing solar eclipse. Remember to manifest, to ground, focus your energy, and just really stay aligned so that you can manifest what you actually want. And I hope you have an awesome weekend. Please share this meditation with your friends. Please share it, because the more people that send light into our planet, the faster that we'll move through this ascension process, and the easier and the smoother that transition will be. And thank you again so much for sharing your light, sharing your time and your energy with me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you 2 weeks from now for our next Soul Family Friday. We do these every other Friday. And yes, I can't wait to connect again. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Bye everyone. Much love.